Hello, are you Drake?
Yeah.
Hi, Detective Juarez.
Hello,
How are you?
Good.
Detectives are making their way inside 19-year-old Drake Bickett's apartment. In just a few seconds, he's about to hear something that will change his life forever.
So, your grandma, we found her, but she's dead.
Drake's grandmother, 65-year-old Marilyn Gandert, was last seen walking outside her home before disappearing without a trace. Police initially believed they were dealing with a routine missing persons report, but over the next few weeks, this case will slowly turn into one of the most tragic and disturbing double homicide investigations they've ever worked on.
She doesn't have that many friends. She's like me, kind of solitary.
Out here at Encino and Northern, we think we found a body out here.
It looks like it has arms, and it looks like it has hands. There was like intestines and stuff.
Like she was like, I get real tired at night. I want to die, you know?
So did you do that for her?
Yeah.
It's around 2 p.m. in the afternoon when Albuquerque police receive a routine welfare check call. Unknowingly, this marks the first clue in one of the most gruesome and twisted mysteries the city has ever seen.
Albuquerque Police, how can I help you?
I'm at my sister's house, and she's not here. I haven't been able to get a hold of her, and she usually gets back to me because I call her every morning and night.
And what's your sister's name?
Marilyn Gandert. So her vehicle's here, and that's how she travels. I mean, I'm getting worried now.
Okay.
It's not a good day.
Following the 911 call, Officer Barnhill is dispatched to the address to check on Marilyn. When he arrives, he finds Marilyn's younger brother waiting outside the home. Neither of them have any idea what disturbing clues are waiting inside the house.
I'm getting a little scared.
Yeah, no, definitely. So what's going on though? Is this odd that she's not answering the door, or?
Not answering the door. Her phone is like it goes directly to voice messaging. I left a note there yesterday. It's still there.
Okay.
Her vehicle is here. That's what she drives in. I don't know what she disappeared in. Her vehicle is still
Is there another place she goes?
No.
I mean,
She doesn't have that many friends. She's like me, kind of solitary.
okay.
So now I'm getting really, really nervous. I left messages. I left her a note there yesterday, and it's still there.
Okay.
This is Harry Gandert, Marilyn's brother. He sounds genuinely worried for his sister, especially since she's the only family he has left. Harry goes on to explain that Marilyn is a postal worker who adores her dogs and would never leave them alone. They helped her cope with her grief after her middle-aged son Ryan took his own life 3 years ago. In reality, Ryan's death was never as simple as it seemed, and unbeknownst to Harry, the decisions his sister made in the aftermath are the very reason she's now missing. However, what really happened to Marilyn slowly begins to unravel when her best friend and neighbor, Nancy, arrives with concerns of her own.
Is that her?
Harry,
Hi.
are you worried about Marilyn too?
Yeah.
I haven't get a hold of her for a couple of days, and it's just not like her.
No, it isn't.
And I just did Taylor Ridge, and I'm glad to see her vehicle, but it's scary. So have you gone in? Did you have a key?
No, I don't have a key.
Do you have a key?
No.
No? Okay.
Where the dogs are parking, did you not yet?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in the back and see if I can see anything, okay?
After noticing the garage door is locked and the windows are covered, Officer Barnhill decides to circle around the house. That's when he makes the first of several strange and unsettling observations.
I'm gonna go inside, okay?
Why? Best friend.
I understand that, but there might be somebody in there. If you guys are saying people are evicted,
Can I go behind you? It's your family, Chief.
Come over here. I'm gonna wait for another officer. We're gonna go inside, and then we'll get everything taken care of. I just don't want you to be getting hurt, okay? That's the only issue right now, okay?
I appreciate that. Can I look in the window?
What's that?
Can I look in the window?
Yeah, that's fine. I just don't want you getting hurt, okay?
Nancy appears restless, convinced that something is deeply wrong. Even though Officer Barnhill tries to reassure her, he can sense it too. Something isn't right. So before stepping inside, Barnhill radios for additional units to respond to the scene. And as more officers begin to arrive, they prepare to enter the house, fully expecting to find Marilyn's lifeless body inside.
Not on the bed.
Marilyn, this is Albuquerque Police.
Her bed is made.
Right, side by side to the right.
Maybe there's a 43 call here.
Yeah,
Maybe she's because there's that. I don't know.
it's just a lot of weird stuff.
Oh, her keys are in here, huh? So she wouldn't be able to get back in if we secured it.
After clearing the entire home, officers find no sign of Marilyn, but they do notice several suspicious details. Items left out of place, house and truck keys sitting on the counter, 2 dogs barking non-stop, and medication left on the table. For a moment, officers are at a loss, but not for long. They're about to learn that Marilyn owns a second property nearby, a rental home occupied by tenants all too familiar to police. And one tenant in particular is Marilyn's teenage grandson, who will soon become central to solving this case.
Pretty organized.
Oh, very, very organized. Very, very neat.
And then these people are she evicted. Who are they?
Her daughter-in-law and,
Okay.
yeah, who was over here on Taylor Ridge. The house is right
Yeah,
over
I know
there.
Taylor Ridge.
Yeah, I
very
already
well.
went by there. Alyssa Bickett.
Yeah, I know all that.
Yeah, that's who she evicted.
She evicted Alyssa?
Yes, of course Drake was with them, but he once again trashed.
Yeah, it's always. Yeah, I've been with Drake 10 times in the past 3 months or something. Our CIT detectives talk to him all the time. And he just doesn't get the help he needs, and you can't force that on him most of the time. So
Yeah, because he's an adult.
when you went down to Taylor Ridge, was Drake and Alyssa there?
Nobody was there as far as I knew, because I just looked for her vehicle.
Oh, okay. You
And-
you didn't knock on the door or anything?
I did not knock on the door,
Okay.
but I'm getting ready to.
Yeah, if she's not in here, we'll go and I'll go down there and talk to them.
They're gone. She changed the locks.
From
They don't have a key. She went to court. She just on
that house?
Yes.
At least not that well. I mean, does she get violent too?
Yes. She gets drunk, and that's
She's been
her
violent
problem.
with police before too.
Yeah.
What the problem is she
And
gets.
Drake, you said no, right?
He's currently going to court for battery on a household.
Yeah, that's probably that case when I was there.
I'm worried more about Drake's doing something crazy because he's schizophrenic. I mean, come on.
The back and forth between the trio reveals critical information. According to Nancy, Marilyn's daughter-in-law, Alyssa Bickett, and her troubled grandson, Drake, were recently evicted from Marilyn's other home on Taylor Ridge Road. Hoping to find Marilyn there, officers head to the address, an address they're all too familiar with, having responded to several domestic incidents involving the family in the past. But this time, things will be different. As officers arrive, they're unknowingly on the brink of walking into a murder scene and coming face to face with a killer hiding in plain sight.
Hi.
Hi, can you come on out a second?
Yeah.
So, what's going on?
I'm moving out.
Okay, what's your name?
Alyssa.
Oh, Alicia. And the owner knows you're here getting
Yeah.
your stuff?
She on Friday, she said come on Saturday morning and get the key because we had done it for 3 days and she's like, you guys haven't done anything to the house, and so I want to rest because I'm going to work on Monday. So.
Oh, okay, so they're...
So yeah. I said I'm going to come by in about an hour for the keys. I don't have the okay because but I told her when I am, and see, she wasn't answering me, but she doesn't always answer me.
So the last one you got from her
was at 10:35 on the 26th. That was the Friday.
Do you know where she would be right now?
I honestly don't, and that's
because somebody's trying to report her as missing.
And yeah, it's her brother. He called me yesterday too, and I'm worried too. That's what I said. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to help you? I don't know. I left here, and on Friday, and she said, "Come in the morning and get the key." And then she said, "I really don't want to go because you guys, I've been there for 3 days. I'm tired. I go to work on Monday." She wanted me out. I've accepted it. I'm leaving the house.
Did she legally evict you, or did she just tell you to leave? Okay.
But she gave me extra time because if you knew how much stuff I had, I mean, I have 23 years of my life. I have 3 kids.
I've been here before.
Yeah.
Reference
Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Drake?
He's at a hotel.
Okay. How's that going for you?
It's going okay. He's gotten better.
Okay.
He's gotten better. He doesn't really help me. That's why he came over. He helps me. He helps me a little bit, and
yeah.
He's not here now.
No.
So you're here alone?
No, I have my friend Annie. She was one of my roommates. We're just getting it cleaned up and packing everything. Like, I had a lot of books. I mean,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Do you have your ID? I'm just going to note that you were here and I spoke to you.
According to Alyssa, she'd been moving her things out while her son, Drake, and her roommate, Annie, were helping. Marilyn had given her extra days to move out, and the messages on her phone seemed to confirm this. But it's still unclear why exactly Marilyn was evicting her daughter-in-law and grandson, something that will later turn out to be central to Marilyn's disappearance. For now, though, what catches the officers' attention is that they've been to this house before, responding to domestic incidents involving Alyssa's son, Drake, who suffers from schizophrenia. He also has a previous charge of battery on a peace officer. So far, Alyssa's story seems to check out, but the moment she steps inside, Officer Barnhill makes an interesting observation.
She says she just disappeared.
She spoke to her on Friday.
But did you see the scratches on her neck?
Huh? What?
She's got scratches on her neck.
Well, she's moving now.
2 or 3 scratches on her neck from moving.
I know I'm bleeding when I move.
Well, this lady, this lady doesn't.
Scratches like that.
Yeah. She's what?
I'd like to check the house.
Thank you. Hi. Appreciate your cooperation.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Good luck moving.
Thank you.
The scratch marks Officer Barnhill notices are hard to ignore, but their origin remains unclear. What has yet to dawn on these officers is that the marks might be linked to Alyssa's deceased husband, Ryan Bickett, as the couple allegedly had a years-long relationship filled with physical and mental abuse, a hidden detail that will soon send investigators down a rabbit hole. But before officers can dig deeper, a familiar vehicle pulls up by the side of the road. It's Marilyn's neighbor, Nancy. She's curious about what the officers have uncovered so far, but more intriguingly, she seems to be several steps ahead of them.
So, we're not able to call the homeowner at this time. Obviously, she's being entered as missing as far as we know, the homeowner. She does have text messages saying for her to come get the key last Friday. And she would give her a little extra time to move her stuff out, is what she's doing today.
Come get the key on Friday. That is so not Marilyn. That's somebody texting from Marilyn's phone.
And I don't know Marilyn.
I do. 15 years I worked with her as a letter carrier at the post office.
But let's hope that that's not the case, and
well,
hopefully Marilyn's just taking a mental break for a couple days. But
no, that ain't it.
Okay. All right, ma'am. We'll see you later.
Clearly, Nancy is not convinced. She's known Marilyn for years and insists that Marilyn wouldn't have handed the keys to Alyssa willingly. She would have wanted to be there for the eviction herself. Initially, officers are ready to leave the scene, but Nancy's words make them hesitate. Her insight shifts their thinking, and they decide it's best to return to Alyssa's house and request permission to search. It seems like the right decision, but in the process of carrying it out, the officers will overlook something crucial.
Exterior doors.
Yeah, no, watch out, Johnny. I'm just trying to, sorry, I'm packing just put it here so we can go.
Right, where are you moving to?
Well, I don't know yet.
Oh, no.
Honestly, I have no idea.
Precarious.
Apartment or storage unit for the moment, huh?
Yes, yeah, for now. I know. And then the holes are from Drake, when he gets stupid, and I'm like, oh, boy. And that one, I can help you open this door.
This one?
Yeah, well, because this. I had it a little close, so I was trying to.
You're getting there.
I'm getting there. Like, I'm really getting there. I'm trying to get it all organized. My room is the most of the kitchen.
Just from Drake?
Yeah. He just bangs his head in. I'm just like, whatever, I'm gonna fix it. This too. Like, this is how it was the last time too, and I'm like, but I can't just put him on the street, you know? I put hers there. So.
Good.
Yeah, and I mean, and you know, she didn't come yesterday, and I expected her to come by, but I didn't think anything of it. I thought, you know, she probably just, you know.
Right.
Like, sometimes she gets mad and won't even talk to me, so, and she's mad at me, and so, but she has been pretty cordial with me, and I've been, you know, and she's like, I noticed you haven't heard anything, so let's just, you know, so I'm just putting the other stuff out.
As officers walk through the house, they notice multiple holes punched in the walls by Alyssa's son, Drake, leading them to believe it's likely the reason Marilyn wanted them evicted. But they couldn't have been more wrong. Amid the clutter, the officers make a critical mistake. They overlook crucial evidence that could have made Alyssa a prime suspect. Marilyn's purse, medication, vehicle keys, and something far more gruesome. With nothing substantial and no clear reason to suspect Alyssa, the officers leave the scene empty-handed. But just before heading back to the station, they make one final encounter with a passing neighbor. Someone who offers a chilling hint as to why Marilyn was so determined to evict Alyssa.
They were evicted last week. When was the last time you saw the property owner? Thursday or Friday. Thursday or Friday? Marilyn Gandert is the property owner. She said they were not supposed to be here without her being present. I would not put those people past making sure she disappeared. Just because, I mean, you know the history of the house. Alleged Russian roulette games.
Needless to say, the neighbor's remark reveals even more concerning details. But with no concrete evidence, officers are left with little they can act on. So with all of the statements and information they've gathered, officers return to the station and pass it along to investigators, who spend the next couple days combing through files. What they uncover next is a twist no one could have anticipated. As investigators dig into Marilyn's inner circle, they quickly find themselves down a rabbit hole of potential double murder. It turns out that Marilyn's son, Ryan Bickett, who was also Alyssa's husband, had been allegedly playing Russian roulette inside that very house when he took his own life 3 years ago. Reports show that Ryan was allegedly abusive towards Alyssa, and the two had a tumultuous relationship leading up to his death. Investigators also learned that Marilyn had allowed Alyssa and her grandson Drake to continue living in their home, but only on the condition of paying rent. With Marilyn now mysteriously gone, detectives begin to suspect that Alyssa might be involved in her disappearance. They theorized that Alyssa could have been responsible for Ryan's death, and that, after years of enduring the ongoing abuse, Marilyn, out of compassion, allowed Alyssa to stay rent-free for some time. But when Marilyn started demanding rent, the tension between them escalated to a dangerous point. With this in mind, detectives now find themselves investigating a possible double homicide of a mother and her son. But with little more than speculation and no solid leads, the case remains an unresolved mystery. At around noon on January 27th, police in Rio Rancho, New Mexico, receive a call from a remote location.
Sandoval County 911, what is the exact location of your emergency?
Out here at Encino and Northern,
Okay, and tell me exactly what happened.
we think we found a body out here in the road, and somebody had put it on like a mattress or something and burned it. It looks like it has bones in it, and you can see intestines and guts, and I don't know. It's weird.
Officers from the Sandoval County Sheriff's Office rush to the address, unsure whether what the caller reported is truly human remains. But the location is eerily deserted. A perfect dumping ground for bodies, and the very reason so many mysteries from miles away go cold, as this officer is about to discover.
Go down to this first corner, take a right, take to the first road, take a left, and it's right there. What do you think it is? They burned it. It looks like a body to me. I don't know, man. It looks like it has arms. It looks like it has hands, and they're all curled up. And I don't know. It's like you could see bones out of the knees, and it looked like it had lips and teeth. And I didn't
see like organs or anything like that?
Yeah, there was like intestines and stuff.
Any hair?
I didn't see any hair. It looked like the head. It looked like it had clothes on it. But I
So, are you okay if we follow you that way?
Yeah.
Let's do that then.
Okay. Yeah, follow.
Oh yeah.
This is Detective Myers, being led to what a witness claims is a charred body by the side of a deserted road. He has no idea just how brutal the scene awaiting him truly is, and that it holds the key to solving a mystery nearly 30 miles away.
I don't know, man.
That's not real. It's creepy.
I think it looks like it has lips and teeth in there. Okay. I don't know if it's real or.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Yeah, it looks like a burned body. It's got hair. It looks almost like a kid. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's like a really small son. That's got. I'll let you be the judge when you get out here. But from what I can tell, it's got hair. It's got a mouth. It's got intestines. It looks like a burned body.
The body is completely unrecognizable, with organs exposed, and it appears to be a woman of small build. However, the couple who discovered the body noticed something else, something that would point to not one, but multiple twisted killers.
Okay.
And last night after I got home, it was real eerie quiet. Like
After you got home at 1, there's nobody out here that you saw?
No sounds, not even the coyotes howling.
Yeah, you got pictures of them, just so we can differentiate
Let them
them.
know that they did say that they saw footprints heading toward Encino.
They did say they saw one.
Like on the road?
One set.
They saw one set coming in and then one set going out. So I don't know.
The treads looked like they could be tactical, but they were small.
Like boots like this or something?
Yeah. Okay. Well, again, guys, you guys are more than helpful. We appreciate it, and you're all good to go. Okay. Hope it's fake. Yeah, well, that's all we can hope for. So
we'll see.
Have a good one, folks.
All right. Thanks.
According to the witness, residents nearby noticed at least 2 sets of footprints, both looking like women's shoes. Officers secure the scene, record witness statements, and transport the body for autopsy. An almost impossible task, given the body's advanced state of decay. 72 hours later, the findings arrive. Tragically, the woman by the side of the road has been identified as a resident of Albuquerque, none other than the missing 65-year-old Marilyn Gandert. The identification was made through dental records, confirming the worst fears of those searching for her. Immediately after this revelation, the Sandoval officers make an urgent call to Albuquerque police to inform them. Upon receiving the news, investigators immediately start to seriously consider the double homicide theory that Alyssa killed her husband 3 years ago and now her mother. Investigators didn't know it at the time, but they haven't even uncovered the worst part yet, because one final twist was waiting, something they never could have seen coming. After the tragic discovery, investigators become convinced Marilyn's daughter-in-law is involved in the murder. But with no concrete evidence yet, they decide to keep Marilyn's death secret while they investigate further. To get some hard proof, detectives decide to visit Marilyn's brother Harry, the man who reported her missing and who's been looking for her for days. When they arrive at his house, they have no choice but to break the tragic news to him.
Are you Harry? Uh-huh. Hi, I'm Detective Apodaca. I've spoken with you on the phone.
Yeah. Let me get my shoes on. I'll talk to you outside.
Okay, would you prefer we come inside?
It's a mess.
It's fine. Can you lock up the dogs, though?
Yeah, let me put them somewhere.
Yes, if you would, please.
Come on, doggies. Come on.
So I told you I was going to keep you up to date as to everything that's going on. We talked to Sandoval County, the detectives with them who are working it.
Yeah.
The body that she suspected in Rio Rancho, the burned one, was positively identified as Marilyn.
Why don't you have a seat, sir?
Yeah, sit down.
I am so sorry we have to come and bring you this news.
Harry, I'm so sorry. Is there anybody you want us to...
Why would they have done that? You must have been frightened to death. Oh my God.
Is there anybody we can call to be with you right now?
No, I'm a kind of a solitary person. I'll call my neighbors and talk.
Harry is devastated. Without Marilyn, he has no one close to him, except her 2 dogs, who have just lost their loving owner. But upon hearing this tragic news, he becomes more certain than ever he knows who might be responsible for his sister's death and why.
We're in the process of getting some search warrants for your sister's house.
Yeah.
And for the rental property. Okay, because...
well, there shouldn't be anybody in the rentals. Was she shot or something?
And that we don't know. All we know is that they positively ID'd her, and I believe it was through dental records. So I believe they're still doing their investigation too.
And her belongings are probably not there, or no, you don't know where they're at. Right?
Don't know. So we're gonna try to get the warrants done tonight, if possible.
Did she ever make any statements in the past about wanting to harm herself at all? And she never attempted to harm herself or take her own life or anything?
No.
Never talked about it?
I guess, the only thing I can think of is the eviction thing. I can't think of any other reason why they would have done something.
And like Detective Juarez is going to look at everything. She's not going to leave any stone unturned.
She's the last person who would have thought anything else would happen. That's the movies, or drug dealers or something like that. People think that Lisa lies all the time, and she would promise to pay the rent and didn't. And she just got tired this time, and I told her, well, maybe you should evict her. I don't know what I could have done. I mean, I always wanted her to either move over here or
there's nothing you could have done, sir. It's one of those things.
Lisa would be the person I would kind of talk to see who could have been really bad.
Harry blames himself for telling Marilyn to evict Alyssa, fearing that decision may have sparked the chain of events that ultimately led to her death. Following this, officers urgently moved to secure a warrant for the rental property, officially placing Alyssa at the center of their investigation as the primary suspect. At the same time, detectives decide to visit someone else, someone very familiar to Marilyn and law enforcement, her grandson, Drake. He'd been staying with his mother, Alyssa, when Marilyn went missing, but is now living with his girlfriend, Nikki, at a hotel, an address officers obtained from Alyssa during the welfare check. From past encounters, officers know Drake suffers from schizophrenia and has a history with police, but they don't suspect him to be involved. But that won't be the case for long, because when detectives arrive at this apartment, they'll quickly realize Drake knows far more than they do. But before we get to that, most days are long, stressful, and by the time dinner comes around, the last thing I want to do is figure out what to make. That's why I've been using HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, everything shows up already planned and ready to go, so I can actually enjoy making dinner instead of stressing about grocery shopping or missing ingredients. And it's not just convenient. HelloFresh is America's #1 meal kit, with over 100 recipes to choose from every week. You get to pick from all kinds of cuisines, plus over 35 high-protein meals each week, including new Mediterranean and GLP-1 friendly options. I personally love the new high-protein Mediterranean chicken bowl with couscous and yogurt sauce. On top of that, HelloFresh uses sustainably sourced seafood and 100% antibiotic and hormone-free chicken. So, you're eating clean. And now they're offering 3 times the seafood options at no extra cost. If you want to make eating at home more enjoyable and healthier, HelloFresh makes that a lot easier. I use it, and you should too. Go to HelloFresh.com/DrInsanity10FM to get 10 free meals and a free zwilling knife, a $144.99 value on your 3rd box. Offer valid while supplies last. Free meals applied as discount on first box. New subscribers only, varies by plan. With that said, let's get back to the investigation, where detectives are about to speak with Marilyn's grandson and quietly pick up on something he doesn't want them to know.
So this is Detective Jody Gutterman. Hello, nice to meet you,
Hi,
Jody
you
Gutterman.
too. So what is your name?
Drake Bickett.
Drake Bickett.
Yes.
When did you, so you moved out about a week ago?
Yeah, I moved out about a week.
Who did you live with?
I lived with my mother.
So why were you guys moving out?
We were
What's the
moving out
situation?
because my grandmother was kicking us out. Well, that's what my mother told me.
How did that make your mom feel?
Oh, she was pretty upset.
Yeah.
She was really upset.
Okay. What did she tell you?
She was just like, I don't know where I'm gonna stay and stuff like that.
Your grandma, we found her, but she's dead.
Where at?
Well, we believe that It's suspicious. Okay, we think someone killed her.
When?
And I'm really sorry.
Okay. How does that make you feel? It makes me feel sad. So she's murdered? Or like, she's just dead?
No, someone murdered her.
Like, why?
Well, that's what we want to know.
Because I had just gotten over depression over my dad dying.
Yeah, and I can tell you that Mom's story isn't matching up.
No.
With your story or Nikki's story. And with...
Totally off.
Yeah.
Okay, is she okay?
Your mom? Yeah, she's fine. She's being taken care of.
Drake's reaction is hard to miss, and investigators can sense something is off. His pupils are dilated, leading them to suspect he's on drugs. But his reaction is hardly convincing, and it's clear there's something he's hiding. Despite their growing suspicions, there's no solid evidence to prove Drake is involved, so detectives leave the apartment for now. Later that night, confirmation comes through. The search warrant has been approved. Police immediately rush back to the rental property, hoping Alyssa hasn't had enough time to destroy crucial evidence. But this time, they'll find her waiting for them, and she's far less cooperative than before.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Good, you mind if I step out for me?
That's fine.
Okay, is there anybody else in the house with
No.
you? All right, step out for me.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the situation, okay? First off, we're investigating the disappearance. I believe it's your mom.
It's my mother-in-law.
Your mother-in-law, okay? And we actually have to secure the house.
Okay, I'm just trying to get all my stuff out.
Okay.
Like,
All right, so unfortunately, I can't let you go back inside.
I have things in there.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Yeah, I need my phone to let them know.
Okay, unfortunately, like I said...
You're not going to let me get it?
I can't.
No, that is not right.
Well...
I have no.
So
no.
listen, can you talk to me first, and then
Yes,
maybe we can...
but
All right.
that's not fair.
Okay. Would you be more comfortable to do this in my car where it's warm? You good?
I mean, my jacket, I could get it. I'm not.
Okay. How many people live here with you?
It was me, Nikki, Annie, and Drake. Drake is my son.
Now, you mentioned that she was mad at who?
She was mad at Annie. She's mad at all of us. She was mad at Annie because she didn't like her being here because she says she didn't pay rent. Marilyn was yelling at us, and then Marilyn said, I ought to just die because, nobody wants me anyway. I mean, she blamed me for my husband dying. So,
Okay,
yeah,
how'd that make you feel?
It makes me feel like shit. Like, it makes me sad.
Right. That would piss me off.
Well, I wasn't really. I mean, I'm mad at her, for that. I mean, but well. I mean, it makes me sad. I'm not going to do anything. I don't care.
Right.
I just,
Right.
I know, but I know that's what you guys are trying to get at.
No,
and I didn't do anything.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying it would irritate me too that she let you guys live here and then just drop the ball and say, hey, I want you to pay freaking rent.
Yeah.
Like, hey,
but,
where's the discussion?
Yeah.
Do you have anything to do with her disappearance?
No, I don't.
Okay.
As suspected, Alyssa's reaction confirms what detectives have been theorizing. The real reason Marilyn evicted Alyssa was tied to her husband Ryan's untimely death. Alyssa herself just admitted that Marilyn had been blaming her for it, which sparked multiple heated arguments between them. But despite her growing anger, Alyssa still has no idea that her mother-in-law has been found brutally murdered. And even though detectives have shown up with a search warrant, she strangely doesn't ask them any questions about Marilyn's whereabouts. Instead, she seems far more focused on retrieving certain items from the house, things she knows, when discovered, will ruin her life and the lives of 2 others forever.
So she says.
This is the Albuquerque Police Department. Make your presence known. Make your presence known now.
For the moment, the house appears meticulously clean, with no obvious signs that Marilyn was ever there. Yet, officers find clothes and a purse that appear to belong to her. As the search continues, a vehicle pulls up by the side of the road. It's Alyssa's roommate, Annie. When an officer approaches to speak with her, it quickly becomes clear she knows something terrible has happened, but has no intention of sharing it with them.
How you doing? Hey, sorry to flash this in your eyes. Okay, is there anybody else in the car? I mean,
No.
so would you mind speaking with us?
Absolutely.
Oh, I know. You probably,
tired,
you're probably trying to figure out what's going on, right?
Well, I kind of know a little bit.
What do you know? Tell me what you know.
I know that her mother-in-law that they rent from, she's missing. So I mean, we talk.
So that's exactly what we're here for.
Right.
We're trying to figure out, where she's at, because we deal with missing persons a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they have dementia or whatever. They'll leave for a couple days and then come back.
Yeah.
But it's cold and we want to try to find her.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I do know that she has blamed me for them not paying rent, and I mean she's came at me, but we have talked very well before. Also, that's what I know about her. She's talked with me good, and she's attacked me like viciously and here. So
when you say attacked viciously, what?
Like she was like screaming, and I'm like, I'm not trying to disrespect you. Like we're moving out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Alyssa's being attacked right now by this is crazy. Like this is nuts.
Well, unfortunately, we got to do a search warrant in the house.
Of course, yeah. She's listening to you. By all means, I will cooperate with you.
It seems like Annie is more cordial than Alyssa, but still clearly annoyed by the heavy presence of police. Ironically, this officer is unknowingly standing next to the very person who will end up solving Marilyn's murder. For now, though, police inside the house continue the search, and that's when one officer spots something. A tiny speck of blood on the wall and carpet gives police reason to suspect that Marilyn may have been murdered inside this house. Officers move quickly to secure the scene and send the evidence to the lab for DNA analysis, and prepare to inform Alyssa that her mother-in-law is dead, and that she's the prime suspect in her murder.
Your story doesn't match. That's trying to make sure they're not that's what's going on. This officer's going to transport you there. You're going to meet with another detective, and we're going to sit down and have a chat, okay?
After Alyssa is arrested, her roommate Annie is also taken into custody after officers searched her car and discovered bloodstains inside, raising serious concerns about her involvement. At the same time, officers rush to the hotel where Drake is staying, and he's arrested on suspicion of being an accessory to murder. With all three suspects brought into the station, they are immediately separated as the detective prepares to interview each one. The strategy is simple: find inconsistencies in their stories and provoke a confession from at least one of them. Because Alyssa is the prime suspect, detectives decide to start with her. She's the one they believe killed Marilyn, and they're quietly suspecting her involvement in her husband's death as well. So when detectives sit down with Alyssa, they think they're on the verge of capturing a potential double murderer.
Do you know why you're here today?
They told me because Marilyn died. I didn't know she died.
Okay, so it is true that Marilyn is deceased. Okay, how do you know Marilyn?
She's my mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. Okay.
I don't know how to say it. It was my husband, but he passed away. It was his mom.
So am I correct by saying that eventually you guys were evicted?
Yes, we were.
Okay. How did that come about?
Because we weren't paying. I'm confused. I don't want to talk anymore. I don't want to even be here.
How come you're so upset right now?
Because she's gone and I didn't know this.
And I'm sorry.
It's like, and then I'm here being accused of I don't even know what.
Some evidence has come to light that isn't faring very positively in your favor. Okay, so that's why I wanted you to come in and speak to us and give us your side of the story, because this is probably going to be one of your only opportunities to do that. Would there be any reason that we will find Marilyn's blood in Annie's room?
I don't know. No, there would be no reason. I don't know. Marilyn is taking things off the walls. So for me, I'm like, Marilyn, please stop, so I don't know.
Is there going to be any reason if we pull that carpet up in that house, if there's going to be any of Marilyn's blood on the carpet underneath? Now keep in mind, even if there's blood on the carpet and you use the carpet cleaner to clean it, that blood is still going to be there. It's going to seep through the carpet.
I know. I understand that.
That should just be a yes or no answer. That's not
No, there shouldn't be any.
Okay, well there is.
Okay.
So you're the renter of the home. Okay. You were the last person in the home. Doesn't that seem a little suspicious to you?
Well, I don't know. I haven't
and now
done
she's
anything.
Missing.
Well, I haven't done anything. I don't know of anybody doing anything. So, We haven't done anything to her.
Who cleaned up the blood in the hallway? You guys didn't do a very good job on the walls because there's still blood spattered on the walls.
Okay.
Very small, but you didn't do a very good job because we were able to locate it.
I'm not talking anymore, so, and you said I have that right.
You do have that right.
So I will get an attorney.
Clearly, Alyssa is shaken by the accusations and abruptly refuses to say anything more. In reality, this is the smartest move she can make, especially since detectives are already armed with stacks of evidence and a growing list of contradictions. Contradictions like how she initially claimed to have seen Marilyn on Saturday morning, but that would have been impossible as Marilyn's body was found Friday night. On top of that, Alyssa has no explanation for the bloodstains found inside the house. But even though Alyssa shut down the interview and asked for a lawyer, investigators still believe they have their killer. But that won't be the case for long, as they move on to speak with the other two remaining suspects. When investigators sit down with Alyssa's son Drake, they expect the same denials, but Drake is about to do the complete opposite, and he has a very unusual twist in store for everyone.
So just to let you know, I'm not here on the warrant.
Okay.
Okay. I'm here on the situation that happened with your grandma.
Okay.
Okay. So that's what I want to talk to you about.
Okay. How she's missing?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't necessarily know what's going on with that other warrant of yours. I know I had heard that you'd failed to appear in court, so they issued you a warrant. And I don't know what that warrant was for. Okay. So I want to talk to you about your grandma.
Okay.
About Marilyn. Okay. But I wrote a warrant for you for the homicide of your grandma. So I'm actually charging you with homicide of your grandma.
Okay.
Okay. I've already had your mom, your mom's arrested.
Yeah.
And Annie is arrested.
Okay.
Okay. So I have enough probable cause to believe that you were involved in the homicide of your grandma.
How so? Oh yeah, you're the detective.
I am the detective. You remember me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at my house, I'm gonna tell you the honesty.
Okay.
My grandmother said, I'm too old.
Mm-hmm.
Will you please kill me? Multiple times, drunk and sober.
Okay.
That is honestly.
So back in January.
So I was just respect, because I can understand. I don't know if you guys can understand, but I expect you guys to be able to understand. If an old woman is old and having to work for her children, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll do what she wants,
Undoubtedly, this statement from Drake catches the detective off guard. Not only does he outright confess to the murder of his own grandmother, but he also gives the most bizarre reason imaginable. Despite finally getting a confession, the detective isn't convinced. It seems like Drake is just trying to take the full blame and protect his mother. The story he's offering is so outlandish that the detective decides to give him another chance.
So you're saying that at some point your grandma asked you to kill her?
She was yeah, I get real tired at night, and I'm I want to die,
So did you do that for her?
Yeah.
When did you do that?
In my house. That's what she wanted, and obviously I'm gonna cover it up or whatever, and I don't want to get caught.
That must have been really hard.
Yeah. I was there, and then she would be depressed,
Right.
And she was just getting old, and every day she would work, and
What'd your grandma do?
She would pay for my stuff, and she for certain said that. I know she said that.
She asked you to kill her?
Yeah.
Do you remember how?
Would I have to tell somebody before I do so, or?
Well, here's.
Would I respect her decision as a tired 65-year-old lady right after her son passing away, having a grandson with a different family? Is she truly better off?
Did you think she was?
To die. It looked like she was. She said she was.
Okay.
So I did. I passed her away. You know what I'm saying?
So how did you do it?
That's it. That's all the information without a lawyer or a public defender I'd like to share.
Okay.
But
So you don't want to talk anymore after that? Okay.
That is what she had said. That is all I know. That is what she had said.
Okay.
With no hint of hesitation, Drake doubles down on his story, claiming his grandmother wanted to die and he simply fulfilled her wish. And with an attorney requested, the detective has no choice but to accept his bizarre confession. If Drake truly killed his own grandmother and covered it up, that would ensure his mother Alyssa walks free, even if detectives suspect her involvement in not one, but 2 murders. They have no hard proof against her. With the risk of letting a potential double homicide suspect walk free, detectives know they have one final chance to get the truth. There's still one more suspect in custody, Alyssa's roommate, Annie. Once detectives move on to speak with her, they know her statement could either confirm their suspicions or reveal they've been chasing the wrong suspect all along.
So basically, I'm pretty much just going to turn this over to you. I'm going to allow you to talk, tell me what you know, what occurred with Marilyn Gandert.
We all were in Alyssa's room getting high, and Marilyn was outside.
When you say we all, who are you referring to?
Me, Drake, and Alyssa.
Okay, so you guys are in Alyssa's bedroom getting high. What are you getting high on?
Meth.
Meth, okay.
Alyssa, she had brought it up before about killing Marilyn. I thought she was joking. And then I was playing music, walking around the room. I opened the door and I kind of she just told me when she nods, because she would pretend that she was the Don, like the Godfather. She just told me when I nod, get her. Marilyn was coming in. I turned around and Alyssa looked at me and nodded again. I started walking quickly behind them and I got Marilyn in from behind and took her down. And at that point I had gotten off of Marilyn because I had her pinned down and Drake got on top of her. I think I yelled at Alyssa to get something to cover her mouth. She brought some wrap that she was using to pack, and she gave that thing to Drake, and Drake started hitting her. I think we all took turns after that doing that, started stabbing her, and I seen him going at it a bunch of times, and I grabbed the knife from him. He had already cut her throat. I prayed and then Drake asked me to pray for him.
In an unexpected stroke of luck, Annie gives detectives exactly what they hoped for, a full confession of what truly happened to Marilyn. With this breakthrough, all 3 suspects are charged with open counts of homicide, giving police time to investigate further before determining the degree of murder. During this time, detectives receive DNA evidence from bloodstains collected at the rental house. The DNA matches Marilyn's, providing the final missing piece to solve this case. Investigators conclude that Marilyn's death was a coordinated, premeditated murder carried out by Alyssa, her son Drake, and roommate Annie. They determined that Marilyn was beaten to the ground by Annie before Alyssa struck her in the head with a small club. Then she was stabbed nearly a dozen times in the neck by her own grandson Drake. The killer trio then transported her body to a remote location in Rio Rancho, where they set her body on fire, hoping to destroy any evidence. Investigators also revisit Ryan Bickett's case, Marilyn's son and Alyssa's husband. However, despite their suspicions, no new evidence suggests foul play, and the conclusion remains the same. Ryan took his own life. In 2019, a year after Marilyn's death, the trio accepts plea deals to avoid trial. Annie Rael pleads guilty to second-degree murder, receiving a 12-year sentence in exchange for her testimony. Alyssa Bickett pleads guilty to second-degree murder and is sentenced to 30 years in prison, while her son, Drake, pleads guilty to second-degree murder and receives 26 years in New Mexico's Department of Corrections.